Alright, it's time to do one of them NFL recap videos that I keep doing. I haven't been able to update because I had to update my computer. And iMovie did not work anymore, so now I had to download iMovie 11. And it's totally different and it sucks. So, alright, let's get to the games. The games that I watched were the Cardinals vs. Rams, Patriots vs. Dolphins, 49ers vs. Seahawks, Cowboys vs. Eagles, and Saints vs. Bears. The Thursday night game was the St. Louis Rams versus the Arizona Cardinals. I totally forgot about this game. I started watching it in the fourth quarter. It was a very defensive game. And like every week, the Cardinals figure out a way to win. The Patriots-Dolphins game started out with a blocked field goal, which Arrington picked up the ball and got the first touchdown for the Patriots. After a Tannehill turnover interception, Harmon would return the ball 60 yards into the red zone. Vereen would score a TD on the very next play. Tannehill threw a perfectly good pass which would have been a touchdown, but Damian Williams let it slip out of his hands. On the Dolphins' next drive, near the end of the half, Wallace from the Dolphins got a spectacular one-handed catch. The play call was that he stepped out of bounds, but after further review, it was declared a touchdown. Tom Brady scrambled for 17 yards on a 3rd and 11, and then trash-talked to Akins after the hit. Brady was fired up. I love it when he's like that. Gray had some great runs. Gronk's first play of the game got great yards. LeGarrette Blount then ran for a 3-yard touchdown. Then Gronk scored 27-yard touchdown. Gronk had a similar huge play that resulted in big yards later on in the game. In the very next play, Brady threw a touchdown to Edelman. The final score, 13-41 Patriots. The next game that I briefly watched was the 49ers versus Seahawks. That roughing the passer penalty on Wilson was such bullshit. Where the hell are you supposed to hit the quarterback? Tell me. Tell us. Tell America. The Sunday night game was between the Cowboys and the Eagles. Things didn't start out too good for the Eagles on the opening kickoff. The Cowboys ended up getting the ball back from a failed Eagles miscommunication. The Cowboys gained a 21-0 lead with a Murray touchdown and 2 touchdowns from Bryant. The first touchdown for Bryant, he basically jumped in the air a bit and snatched the ball one-handed out of the sky and did a 180 turn. It looked more like ballet than football. The Eagles were beginning to make a comeback when Sanchez threw a pass to Maclin for several yards. The Eagles scored a touchdown in that drive and were now up to 17 points. Tony Romo scrambled around for several seconds, and instead of throwing the ball away, An eagle snuck up behind him and knocked the ball right out of his hands. Eagles recovered the fumble, and a few plays later, Darren Sproles ran in for a touchdown, giving the Eagles a leading score of 24. Sproles is the man. He's like a small green troll. Another touchdown for Murray, and another for Bryant, plus 2 more turnovers, and the game was sealed after that, pretty much. One was tipped for an interception, and the other was a fumble. The Monday night game between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints was not very good. It was filled with so many penalties on both sides. There's a lot of false start penalties, which I hate. Bears played awfully bad. The Bears played awfully bad. Cutler threw 3 interceptions. It was ugly. After the game, all the people on ESPN were giving him crap. Mostly Steve Young, Trent Dilfer, and Ray Lewis. It's like, come on. He was knocked to the ground several times. Maybe if he had some protection, he wouldn't have sucked so bad. Jay Cutler's press conference was not very good either. It was basically him and one reporter. Cutler was like, yeah, whatever. We suck. Goodbye. I didn't watch the Bengals or the Browns game, but I did see the highlights on SportsCenter. Johnny Manziel played his first NFL start, and man, what a disaster. His timing was way off, and he threw a few interceptions. He couldn't keep up with the speed of the game. Everyone on the Bengals was making fun of him after every sack, interception, and touchdown. They kept doing his signature move, where they would crinkle money with the ends of their fingertips. Another thing that was funny was after the Bengals got a touchdown, the player tried to jump into the crowd, and someone in the crowd pushed him back down. That's pretty hilarious. Fantasy football. So yeah, this was the round that I had to win this week. I played Team Cripple Swag. I already played him once this season. Or maybe it was twice, but I beat him once. And he beat me the other time, or something like that. But yeah, he beat me this week. So that means I am out of the championship. It's a total bummer, because the Viking Crips were dominating at one point this season. And I had to put Jay Cutler in this week, and yeah, he did not have a good week, so I only got 13 points. But I had to use him because my other quarterback, Cam Newton, was in a car accident. His car flipped over a few times. No big deal. He was just like, yeah, man. I don't know what he said. He always talks, but I don't even know what he's saying. He just talks weird. And Jamal Charles did not play very good. 5 points. Jordy Nelson, 8 points. Rob Gronkowski and DeMarco Murray got me the most points. Rob Gronkowski, 17. DeMarco Murray, 20.5. They did very well for me this whole season. And everyone at the beginning of the season was saying not to draft Gronkowski. But he kicked ass this season, and he's still kicking ass. Sammy Watkins got me 3 points. LeGarrette Blount 9. Texans did great for defense, 15 points. Adam Vinatieri, 5 points. I should have put in Darren Sproles, he got 8 points. And Greg Jennings. Should have put him in, but, you know, I can't predict the future. But Team Cripple Swag, he beat me. And it's all because of Odell Beckham Jr. God, I hate you. Why could he have broken a leg? He just would not stop getting points. 36 points. It's like, is there anyone else on the Giants? I mean, it's only Eli and him. I mean, that's like all he threw it to. So yeah, 36 points. Can't beat that. But I think I would have won if it wasn't for Odell Beckham Jr. And also, he had one player that didn't play. And he still beat me. He did that last time too. Cripple Swag. I will have my revenge. And Odell Beckham, I hate you. And that was my fantasy football time. And I'm not in the championship round. I'm gonna go cry.